Great. Now just check the link too. Yeah, WarriorNation.tv. If you click on Watch Live, you head on over to their YouTube page as well. It's Warrior Nation Network on YouTube, so that's another way you can go and find them. But we got quite the game ahead of us tonight here between Snow Canyon and Pineview. It's going to be a good one. I'm really excited about this matchup. Now, these two teams faced off yesterday and came out in a quick victory towards, or I should say a small victory towards Pineview. But we're going to take a quick break for National Anthem. Welcome back into our broadcast here from Snow Canyon High School. Snow Canyon Warriors hosting the Pineview Panthers. Now, as I was mentioning before we went to a quick break for the national anthem there, that the Warriors fell 2-1 against the Pineview Panthers in their matchup yesterday at Pineview. It was a really a close matchup in a pretty good game there between these two teams. Now, talking to coach of the Snow Canyon Warriors ahead of the game, he was saying that pitches were coming in really high for the Warriors, and they just couldn't put bat on ball. And hopefully this time around they can make some course corrections. Hopefully not in, as he was saying, he said it wasn't until about the fourth inning until things started to kind of go their way a little bit more, but by that point it just wasn't fully there for him. So hopefully this can change things a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure he had a nice little heart-to-heart with his guys last night after the game. It was a close game. Usually a 2-1 ball game. You see that middle of the season, not early this early in the season, but these two teams know each other really well. They're crosstown rivals, and we're looking forward to it. This Snow Canyon's ranked number 1 in 4A, and Pineview right now is ranked number 3. So should be a fun game tonight. And
Snow Canyon, or excuse me, Pineview currently is undefeated on the season. They're 10-0. So yeah. Let's give you got some lineups over there. Who do we got right now on the mound? We have number 22. I believe that's Isaac Lyon.
Yep, Isaac Lyon's on the ground. It looks like the first pitch swinging is grounder to second. Nice play by number 24. That was Cruz Seacrest charging on that ball and threw him out. So one pitch, one out, and we're underway just like that.
Yeah, quick turnaround here from that Snow Canyon defense to make the stop.
Yeah, leading off for Pineview was Luke Ierson. Second is Brock Roundy. And he takes the first pitch on a swing and miss. He'll be followed by Brandon Roundy, his brother. Nash Schroeder is the designated hitter. He's in the cleanup spot. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So right now, Isaac Lyon's getting out in front early in the count here.
He is, and he's keeping that ball right there in range as strike 3 comes on a swing here. So 2 quick outs for the Warriors. But again, he's keeping that ball nice and low, and it looks like it's a hittable ball, but just sneaking it right past the batter.
Yeah, that's about knee length, or as far as the height goes, and he's got some good velocity on the ball tonight.
A couple of good fastballs. That one hits off the bat, goes foul over the backstop. But yeah, he's got some good strength on that arm there. Again, a couple of quick fastballs to get things started. Next one comes in high at a ball. The good thing about a baseball broadcast, Keith, is that you and I get to just kind of relax and chat, and plays pretty slow compared to a basketball where we're just barely out, where everything is happening all the time.
Yeah, it's very much a slower pace.
Fly ball goes to the second baseman, goes out to shallow right field and stanks that one up. That was number
Seacrest.
24, right?
Yep, that was Cruz Seacrest. I think that's Coach's son there at second base. So made a nice play, drifting back, and 3 up, 3 down. So we'll head to the bottom half of the first with the score knotted at zeros.
Pretty quick turnaround here. We'll take a quick break and be back for the second part of the first inning here. Welcome back into the broadcast here tonight as the sun's starting to set on us now finally here at the field at Snow Canyon High School. So leading off here for the Snow Canyon Warriors, starting things off is number 11, Luke Anderson. So he's going to be heading up to bat first.
Yeah, following Luke will be Cruz Seacrest, the second baseman. Batting third, Isaac Lyon, the pitcher. Batting fourth, Sam Lindsay, the right fielder. Batting fifth is Ryder Harrison. He's playing first base. Batting fifth is Jake Johnson. He's at shortstop. And seventh is Hayden Smith, the catcher. Batting eighth is Drake Kelly. He's the left fielder. And batting ninth is Logan Mendenhall. He's the center fielder.
Now, Logan Mendenhall batting ninth. He's going to be playing football for Dixie State. So I don't know what his plans is. It's directly out of high school, but he did sign with them. That's where he's heading off to. So,
well, he's a great two-sport athlete.
Yeah, we got a few two-sport athletes out here tonight.
That's fantastic.
So Luke Anderson at bat, the righty for the Warriors. Looked at that one. It's a strike.
Yeah, that's Brady Barney, who's on the mound tonight for Pineview. He gets off to a good start with a first pitch strike.
Good hard hit to shortstop, bounces off his chest, hits the dirt, and the out comes at the first base.
Yeah, nice job that time by shortstop Brandon Roundy. He had to gobble him up a little bit, dropped the ball for a moment on the grounder, but picked it up and fired it across. Plenty of time for the out. Just good to hear that sound of the bat, ball in the bat hit.
It was a solid hit. I love the sound of those solid hits as we got Cruz Seacrest to the righty at bat. Looked at that one right across the plate for strike one.
Yeah, that was the upper part of the strike zone. I think, they're trying to hold off on those, so.
Yep.
That's a nice hit there on a curveball.
Gets a good single.
Barney kept his weight back and was able to just drive it right back up the box for the first hit of the game.
Hitting for the Warriors, number 22.
So first runner on base now for either team.
Brings up Isaac Lyon. For those of you who haven't been following the early preseason, Isaac is third on the team with the most extra base hits for the Snow Canyon Warriors. He's got 5 already in the preseason. He also leads the team with 11 RBIs. There's a first pitch curveball strike. Barney mixing it up a little.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's got a pretty decent curve to him as well. SCHS takes the lead off first. Barney looking to get the ball out. High for a ball.
My guess is that's one of those pitches again. That's upper part of the strike zone that Coach SCHS was telling him to lay off of those.
Right. Barney sneaks a look over at first again. Pitch comes.
Ooh,
A little high and inside.
Just missed inside part of the plate there on that curveball.
So count of 2-1 now. With 1 out, runner on first. Low for ball 3.
Barney trying to find the strike zone now after giving up that first hit. He had good command the first couple batters, but seems to be, well, he's probably just being extra careful being that Isaac Lyon, you know, with how well he started the season.
Right.
You know, I'm sure we'll mention this, but Isaac's dad is a former MLB player.
He is, that's right. He spent some time with a few different ball clubs.
Yep. So he's got good genetics.
Ball 4 comes high. I believe he spent some time with, I want to say it was the Brewers. He spent some good time with. I could be wrong.
I know he was with the Mets for a little bit, the Diamondbacks.
That's who I might be thinking of, was the Mets, actually.
Yeah. So he's been with a couple. But nothing like being able to go to your dad and say, hey, you know, I need a little, if you get in a slump or something, you know, getting some insight that way. That's a great resource there for.
Yeah.
Of course, it could be a little pressure, too.
Hey, you know, little pressure never hurt anybody. Pressure makes diamonds, as they say, right?
That's right.
Fouled off, back behind the backstop. That'll give him strike 1.
Boy, Barney got that ball up about mid-belt high, and Lindsay gave it a rip. If he hangs one up that high again, he might put that. He
might take it for a ride, yeah.
Yeah, he had a good rip at it.
So runners on first and second. Count is 0-1. A little short one to the third baseman. Tags his own base, and so SCHS going to head back to the dugout. Lyon advances over to second, and Lindsay on first.
Nice play by the third baseman. Just was able to get the ball and race back quickly before SCHS could beat him to the bag. So 2 down now. Had a couple of guys in scoring position, has Snow Canyon tonight in the first inning. Got Ryder Harrison at the plate.
Ryder Harrison, lefty. Way high. Almost lost that one over the catcher, but catcher was able to snag that one coming down. That's Iverson behind home plate for the Panthers, Luke Iverson. So again, runners on first and second, 2 outs here. Still 0-0 in the first. Little dribbler goes down the third base line, and the runners are going to advance.
Wow.
Stays fair. What a nice little hit to load up the bases.
For those of you at home, that's a swinging bunt that's not following, on the TV broadcast, but Harrison took a full swing, went right off the end of the bat. It was like a pool shot, had a lot of spin on it, and Pineview thought it was going to go foul, but it rolled back into play. So now bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
See what they can do here with a bases loaded situation. Outside for ball 1.
This brings up Jake Johnson. He's tonight he's playing shortstop, but he's 2-0 on the season pitching for the Warriors.
Good pitch for a strike.
I'd be surprised if Barney doesn't throw some off speed here, try to get a get him out of the inning here.
Yeah, 2 outs and bases loaded. You definitely don't want the Warriors to go off here.
There's that curveball outside corner.
There's that off-speed pitch you're talking about.
Well, now if you're Johnson, you just want to put the ball in play, force Pineview to at least,
let Lyon over there on third.
There's
Good hit
shot.
right through the shortstop and third base line. Runners hold after 1 run score. So Snow Canyon on the board first.
Beautiful job by Johnson. Just laid back on that curveball. It was inside corner, and he just drilled it between the third baseman and the shortstop for the first run of the game.
Now, for our radio listeners, forgive us, we're having a little bit of some connection issues. We are also broadcasting over on WarriorNation.tv as well, but for some reason our radio connection keeps blipping out every so often. So forgive us there as we have bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 run scored for the Warriors.
Yeah, it brings Hayden Smith up. He's the number 7 hitter in the lineup for the Warriors.
Little bounce to the third base. That's going to round out the inning. So we're going to head on into the second here shortly after 1 run scores for the Warriors, giving them the slight lead over the Pineview Panthers. With that, we're going to take a break and be back with you to start things off here in the second inning in just a bit. Welcome back into Fox Sports Southern Utah as we broadcast in our baseball game here from Snow Canyon High School. Snow Canyon Warriors against the Pineview Panthers. And thank you to those that are also joining us over on WarriorNation.tv. They let us plug into their system too. So not only are we broadcasting on the radio on Fox Sports Southern Utah, we are also broadcasting over there. You can head on over to WarriorNation.tv and click on that broadcast to get a good view of what's going on here at Snow Canyon High School. The Warriors take the field again here, just finishing up warm-ups as we start this second inning. Now, Keith, so far, Warriors bats were pretty hot there in the first.
Yeah, they did a good job getting the bat on the ball. They definitely made Pineview put some good defensive efforts in. Already you can see Coach SCHS' message to them to, keep the ball down low, swinging at those that they can put into play, and then forcing the action onto the Pineview side.
First swing is a foul ball off first base line.
Number 9, Jevin Crosby.
At bat right now, I have one thing that says Schroeder, one that says Crosby. So I don't know if you're seeing Schroeder as well, but I'm seeing Schroeder.
I've got Schroeder as well.
Okay,
so.
I think the
PA announcer.
The PA announcer's a little off there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Schroeder that just barely went up to bat. Nash Schroeder.
Yeah, I've got Andrew Shakespeare up next.
Andrew Shakespeare.
Yeah, lefty.
We got
there
it.
We go.
Right.
We got that one right. Yeah.
All right, good.
First pitch comes. It's going to go foul off towards the parking lot. Luckily, it's not going to reach it. I'm parked over there. Better not reach it.
So far, Lyon tonight's got good velocity on that fastball. You can see from the Pineview batters, they're just a little behind it, just barely getting a piece of it. And just as I say that, he throws a second pitch fastball, and he ropes it right up the middle.
Yeah, good single there by Shakespeare.
Yeah, very nicely done.
At bat number 29, Tyson Milne.
Now, forgive me if I'm quiet. I'm trying to post on our social media over here. Got to let the listeners know that maybe you haven't caught it yet. I'm trying to get them over as check the first base. Make sure Shakespeare's
Staying awake
not
over
staying
there.
too far not straying too far away from the base there.
For you folks at home, the Pineview Panthers so far this year, in 10 games, they've scored over 101 runs. Wow. They're averaging over 10 runs a ball game. So they know how to put the ball in play and make the offense go. There's a foul back by Milne. Yeah, I was doing some stats. They've only given up 23 runs so far in 10 ball games. So anytime you're outscoring your opponent almost 4-1, you're going to win some games.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a second pitch strike on the outside corner on the fastball there.
Okay. So 2 strikes, no ball. Checks the run over at first. Gets down in just in time. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Isaac Lyon, he's got himself a purple glove out there.
I was just going to mention that. For those at home, you think of a glove, it's brown or tan or not Lyon. He's going purple.
He's got purple.
Oh, nice
Right
job.
in front of the first base, heads out into right field.
Yeah,
Now,
great.
Shakespeare tried to go to third, but he kind of stumbled coming around second, and he had to take a step back towards second base. He would have been gone, but took a little stumble.
Great piece of hitting by Milne that time. He kind of inside out of the swing just because it was on the outer half of the plate and just found the hole. And like you said, they'd have had first and third if Shakespeare hadn't tripped over the bag. So
Now at bat right now is Becker. I believe this one is Ian Becker.
mm-hmm.
We have the 2 Becker twins on this Panther team.
We got 2 brother pairs. We got Brock and Brandon Roundy, who hit number 2 and number 3, and then you got the Becker twins. They hit 6 and 7 in the lineup.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the Roundy's twins as well, so
Oh, yeah.
we got twins all over the board. But that's just Pineview. There's a lot of twins out at Pineview. We talked about that during the football season, too. There's a lot of sets of twins out there, especially seniors. That one goes foul.
They got to filter the water or something out that way.
It's something like that.
Curious to see what Lyon throws him here. He's got him in a 0-2, 1-2 count right here. He's way ahead of him with the runner in scoring position. I'll be surprised if he. Yeah, that's what I thought. But he threw an off-speed pitch and it went back to the backstop.
Yeah, and runners both advance from second to third and first to second.
So if Becker can get a single here or an extra base hit, he'll clear the bases and take the lead. Oh, got him.
Gonna run him down to first. Gets him out at first.
Nice pitch there. That was a curveball on the outer half of the plate. Becker just couldn't reach it for the second out.
At bat number 24, Dylan Becker.
So brother Dylan Becker now comes out to bat as Ian couldn't quite make it happen on a 1-2 count. Or was it 2-2 count? I think he finished on a 2-2 count if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
First pitch comes low and outside for ball 1.
I almost wonder if there's any sibling rivalry at home, like,
Yeah.
hey, you struck out and I got a hit and what's wrong with you, that kind of
Got
stuff.
a couple RBIs. I don't know what you're talking about. This one comes up over the backstop. Part of me hopes one comes this way. Maybe I can catch one through our open window here, huh?
I think
Make a good play.
you could do it.
Yeah. So with 2 outs, runners on second and third. Reaching for that one on the outside there is Becker. So
Boy, that was a nasty curveball. That one
That
was about 8 inches.
yeah, it did. Lyon's got a pretty good pitch to him. He's got a good, strong fastball. Again, a good breaking curve.
Got it. Oh,
Another curve there that I think curved a little too far outside for that umpire's liking.
boy, I thought he had him on strike 3 there.
I thought so too. The catcher didn't move too much to grab that one, so Coach is scratching his head a little bit down here too. Fouls that one back off the net.
I think if Lyon's going to get him on a fastball, he just tried to sneak a fastball there and he just fouled it off. He's got to elevate that. He's got to get that a little higher.
Got to get it high. That's a good point. Swings at that one to round out the top of the second.
Nasty curveball there by Lyon. He placed that one well. Almost gave up a run there, but we go to the bottom half of the second. Warriors up 1-0.
Welcome back into the broadcast here from Snow Canyon High School. It's Caden Formaster, Keith Curtis here as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Warriors currently lead 1-0 over Pineview Panthers. So I was curious. I had to look up where Brandon Lyon was playing at.
Yeah.
Spent some time in Toronto, Boston, Arizona. A lot of time in Arizona, actually. Went off to Detroit for a season, Houston, a couple of seasons there. Kind of rounded things off with the Mets towards the end of his career.
Well, it sounds like he was able to stick around the big show for a while.
Yeah. This one goes over to the third base line. Third base snags it, goes in the ground, but it gets to first base.
Yeah, that
just
was
in time.
Great job. That was Drake Kelly up to bat. Took the first pitch and hit it right over to Ian Becker at third, and Becker took one step back, did a nice backhand, and fired it over there in plenty of time for that first out.
Yeah. Logan Mendenhall, righty now at bat.
It's interesting to hear the different walk-up songs for these guys.
I'm waiting for one of them to play like some Celine Dion or something like that, just to throw us all off. That one comes high.
You know, I went to the Dixie State a couple games over the weekend.
Did you?
They were playing New Mexico.
I was going to go to one of those, and I just was never able to get there. I had too much going on this last weekend, but how was it?
It was great. They had a couple dudes that country song was their walk-up.
I like it.
So that was nice to see.
Yeah. So he checks the swing, but keeps it at a ball, I believe. I don't think he picked up the strike, did he?
Oh, yeah.
No, he did. He picked the strike.
Yeah.
Yep. Good hard hit. And the shortstop bobbles it.
Oh, that was a tough play that time. Great job by Mendenhall getting the bat on the ball. It was in between the third baseman and the shortstop. Shortstop Roundy did a nice job on the backhand knocking it down, but just didn't have enough to get him in time. Mendenhall, as we know from his football days, he can fly. That I don't think even if he would have came up cleanly with that ball, he would have got Mendenhall. That was a nice job by him.
Yeah, for sure.
That brings up Luke Iverson for the Warriors. For those of you at home, he leads the team in RBI so far early in the season with 12. He's also got the most extra base hits. And as I mentioned, he also can pitch a little bit too. So.
Checks the runner at first. Barney a little inside on that one. Picks up another ball.
You know, I just called Luke. I just realized I called him Luke Iverson.
I didn't even notice he said Iverson. And it is Anderson, yeah.
Yeah, it's Anderson. I'm going to get a letter from his mom saying, what's the deal here?
Hopefully his mom's here and not listening to us. She's probably watching it. Maybe you'll get that uncle that lives out of town calling you, though.
No kidding. Well, it's our first game, Caden, you know.
It is our first. You got to give us some slack a little bit, right?
That's right.
We mentioned it off air a little bit, but the pace of this baseball compared to, the last thing we broadcast was a state championship basketball game. That's where we were at, was the state tournament, and it's a little more high pace than here at the ballpark. So,
boy, that was quite the environment though for that state championship.
Yeah. Hey, and congrats to Snow Canyon basketball on the state championship as well. A good pitch.
Yeah, that curveball broke down there nice. Upper part of the zone. Anderson's looking at it going, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, full count. 1 out, 1 run on first. Barney set, and the pitch is high.
That's a good at bat that time by Anderson.
So Anderson heads to first, Mendenhall over to second.
I just noticed, Caden, there's Ethan Anderson too on the Snow Canyon team. So I think we got another, might be a younger brother.
We very well could. For all I know, I have no idea. At this point, there's tons of them. So at bat now is Seacrest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with 1 out. Seacrest I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to bunt him over, just get him in scoring position.
Yeah.
As they found out last night, runs were at a premium. So if they could get 2-3 runs early in the first few innings, I think it'd be huge.
Yeah. Ooh, low, but they call a strike.
Yeah, that looked a little low and outside, but that was a nice breaking ball that time by Barney.
By Barney.
Yeah, geez. Sorry, Barney, I couldn't remember your last name.
That one goes foul off the right field line. So Seacrest with 0-2. This crew steps back into the box. Runners on again, first and second. Current score is 1-0 Warriors. So let's see if the Warriors can add to it right here. It's a couple on. Barney steps off the mound, resets.
Brady Barney, he's a senior this year. Looks like he can play multiple positions. He can catch, plays the outfield.
Now, did you play baseball back in the day?
Play a little baseball, you bet. Third base. Oh, and they get a call.
Got him on that strike. He kind of stood there in the box like, oh no, are you kidding me?
Did not like that one.
It was pretty low, but I think it did sneak into the corner there.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I played third base, first base, pitched a little bit.
The last I played baseball, I was 12. I was in 6th grade. But I will say that I really loved my time playing baseball, and part of me wishes I would have continued going on through high school, but I don't know why I stopped, to be honest. I will say in high school, I was a track runner.
Oh, nice.
But I still love baseball, so.
Well, it's just something about being outside and a little smell of the popcorn popping, and
yeah.
Bat on the ball, the sound
Burgers out there on the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
good hard hit.
That's out of here.
That's gone.
It's out there.
Oh, it's way gone.
I think it hit the second row of the parking lot. That was
wow.
Isaac Lyon. That's a 3-run shot.
Wow, what a good shot. Right over the left field wall, deep into the parking lot. This is when they play the car crash sound effect, right? the window glass breaking.
We got to get that soundtrack in our system, man.
We'll get it for ourselves if they're not going to do it over the PA.
Boy, just to give you folks an idea at home, if you're not streaming it on TV, Lyon got full extension, got those big arms out, and he drove that ball literally in the second. I think it made the second row of the parking lot.
We got people out there now going to look for it. A bunch of kids out there trying to go find that ball because it sailed. That was one of those no-question home runs.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Check swing comes on a low pitch, and he goes for it. That's Lindsay. His base is cleared out after that 3-run shot. So 4-0 for the Warriors here. Another decent shot into mid-center. And that's Dylan Becker snags that one to round out the inning.
Well, for you Snow Canyon fans, that's 3 runs on 2 hits to bring it to the score to 4-0 as we go in the top half of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back.
Welcome back in as we kick off 3rd inning here from Snow Canyon High School. Pineview back up to bat now. Right now is Jevin Crosby. Crosby swings at that one, and it flies backwards off the backstop for a strike. This next one over to the second base over to first for the out.
Nice play by Seacrest. Just scooted over there up the middle a little bit. Made a nice play going to his right.
Now hitting number 1, Luke Iverson.
Now, you had mentioned just barely off the air, that was Lyon's 4th home run of the season so far?
4th one, and that's his 14th RBIs so far on the early season. He's been on a tear. We're back up to the top of the order for Pineview. Iverson grounded out to second the first time up. There's a nice base hit right up the middle.
Shallow center field. Going to pick up a good single there. It's Iverson. That's where you got Iverson from.
That's where it was.
At bat, number 13, Brock Roundy.
Brings up first baseman Brock Roundy. Brock's second on the team for Pineview and extra base hit so far early in this season.
Good strong pitch, just a little too high. Right at the logo on the chest, just a hair too high there for Lyon. Foul ball.
Lyon doesn't waste much time, does he, when he gets on the mound?
No,
he likes to work quick.
He's a quick release pitcher. Count is 1-1. Runner on first. Swung at that one, missed.
Well, he's ahead on him. It would be interesting to see how he handles this. Does he try to go up and in, or is he going to throw in that curveball again?
Strong hit out to center field, and Mendenhall snags that one on a solid line drive hit, but right to Logan as he gets that one for a second out for the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a great line drive hit. It was on a rope, just right at Mendenhall for out number 2.
I'm pretty sure Mendenhall really only took about 2 steps to his left and grabbed that one out of center field.
Yeah, it was right at him. You know, if you're Roundy, you're going back to the dugout, you can't hit it any better.
Yeah. Checks the runner at first.
I had a coach tell me that if you line a ball out to the outfield, that just shows that you're seeing it real well.
Another line drive to Mendenhall in center field to round out the innings. He snags that one.
Well, that'll take it to the bottom half of the third with the score 4-0 for the home team, Snow Canyon Warriors. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome back in here to our broadcast from Fox Sports Southern Utah. So again, you can listen to us on our signal on 99.5 FM in St. George, 93.1 FM or 1400 AM in Cedar City. You can listen at foxsportssu.com, or right now we are teaming up with WarriorNation.tv, where you can watch the game live over on their YouTube page. Just go to WarriorNation.tv and click on their live button, their live broadcast button.
Those of you at home in Region 10 tonight, it looks like there's a few games. We've got Hurricane at Desert Hills. Cedar is at Crimson Cliffs. And then, of course, the Pineview Snow Canyon game here. So as soon as we get updates on those scores, we'll certainly pass those around. Leading off the bottom of the third, we got Ryder Harrison, first baseman.
Good strong hit into right field. It drops in.
That's Harrison's second hit of the night, so a great way to lead off the bottom of the third. The solid single to right field.
Now hitting for the Warriors.
That brings up Jake Johnson. He's the shortstop tonight. He's got a little more 70s type Bee Gees walk up.
That's some good walk-up music right there.
Yeah.
21st night of September. Do you remember, right?
I won't sing on the radio.
All I want to ask you to sing is it rips one good grounder right next to the second base and into center field.
Yeah, great job. That was an off-speed pitch that time, and he just kept his hands back and drove it right up the middle. And looks like the catcher for Pineview, Luke Iverson, is going to come out and talk to Barney, and it looks like head coach will as well.
Barney's definitely let a bunch slip through. I don't have a pitch count or anything, but as of right now, let's see if I can get some... see what we can find here. So Barney's pitched now 2 full innings, coming up on his third. Looks like they're going to keep him out there on the mound for now. He's had 1 strikeout. Lyon has had 3.
Yeah, I think the Warriors have been a little more disciplined tonight in, really honing in on the zone where they want to put the bat on the ball after last night's game. And already, Pineview's given up more runs than they do on average for the year. They only usually give up 2 runs, so already having 4 on the board is probably a little bit of a shell shock.
Yeah. Good, strong hit out to center field.
That's clearing the field almost.
Off the top of the fence. Anywhere else in the field, that would have been a home run. Run comes home.
Play at the plate.
Slides under it, and he's safe.
He dropped the ball. Boy, Snow Canyon caught a break there.
Yeah.
Boy, I kept watching that ball. I thought it was going to go off the base of the fence, but it went off the upper part.
It just kept on sailing as Harrison slides under the tag, and that's Byron Collison who lost the ball on the tag there. So that adds 1 more run.
To stop the bleeding.
I mean, really, give that one another
3
7.
feet?
I was going to say maybe it might have hit a little lower. I was going to say 5 or so feet, 5 to 7 feet, I think.
For those at home, there's the outfield fence, and then there's a secondary fence.
And then it's tertiary.
There's 2 levels to it. And I thought it hit above the middle bar on the second level.
It hit just above that middle bar. And I'd say each of those sections is, you're right. It's probably only about 3 or 4
feet each one.
Maybe not so much, because I'm looking at it in comparison to the outside fence. That outside fence has to be about 5 feet or so.
Yeah.
Right? 5.5 maybe. Yeah. It probably was about 5 feet from going over. Honestly, seriously, anywhere else outside of that one tiny section of center field, it was gone.
Yeah, that was a strike, I'll tell you. Looks like that'll be it for Barney. They're going to bring in number 10, Brandon Roundy, to replace him. So we'll take a quick break here. We got to have a little roll in the action, and we'll come right back.
Welcome back into the broadcast here on Fox Sports Southern Utah. Change of pitchers in the bottom of the third. Score right now, 5 runs to nothing as Drake Kelly hits the batter's box for the Warriors.
Boy, Kelly could really break this game wide open. It's already 5-0, but a base hit here would score 2 more.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, they got Brandon Roundy on the mound now. He came in from shortstop, and rumor is he's got some pretty good stuff.
First one foul.
First pitch fouled off for a strike. Oh, that's a nice looking breaking ball there.
Yeah. So Drake with an 0-2 count. High pitch, and he takes a swing, goes off foul. This is something that we were talking to a coach for the Warriors, saying that they had an issue with the same pitcher yesterday. Just trying to keep it low. Keep those, don't swing at those high pitches. Again, another high pitch, but it rips it out to center.
That'll score a run.
But Dylan Becker hauls that one in. Tagging up is Jake Johnson, who Jake now has had 2 hits. He's 2 for 2. Had that RBI in the first inning.
Well, that was a solid shot too. He got good, a good bat on it, and that almost went to the warning track out there, so it gave plenty of time for the runner to tag up and score. That was a great job of hitting.
So up to bat now, Logan Mendenhall for the Warriors.
Logan got a single his first time up.
He was a part of that 3-run home run as well. He was one of those that was on the base that was batted in by Isaac Lyon. Low pitch for ball.
Looks like they brought in a pinch runner on second now. It's Preston Free for the Warriors.
Good, strong hit.
That's going to drop. I think
into left.
Oh, what a play.
Good play there by Shakespeare. Wow.
That was a diving play. You could throw that one on Sports Center there.
That might be our Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game right there. I'm just saying, we don't have very many so far. That's about as solid as I've seen.
That was beautiful. I thought it was going to fall in there for a base hit, but very well done by Shakespeare. He just laid out. He looked like Michael Phelps going into the water there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice little dive.
That brings up the top of the order now with Luke Anderson.
Ooh, that had some pretty good break to it for a strike.
Well, and the beauty of that pitch is it starts out high, so the batter's thinking that's a ball, and it drops right down across the letters.
Now we're sitting just for the folks at home. We're sitting over here right behind the Snow Canyon dugout on the first base line, and the trajectory of that one. By the way, that next one also coming in as a strike. It was I mean, just following the eyesight of it, it was heading for the numbers. It was heading right for the chest, and just dropped beautifully in. Good pitch there by Roundy. Strong hit through the gap between short and third.
Here's the play.
Runner comes home, slides in safe.
Beautiful hit first side.
Got a hand on home plate and snuck on in before the toss came.
Well, and you can see why Anderson, he's leading the way. You know, extra base hits for Snow Canyon so far this year. He just put a good bat on the ball and drove in Fry for that 7th run.
Preston, another one of those kids that Preston Fry played some football as well, so another familiar name, another two-sport athlete that we have here at Snow Canyon. So Sechrist back up to bat again, 3rd time at bat tonight for Crew Sechrist. Nice off-speed pitch again for a strike. Now again, just a reminder, 1 runner on first, 2 outs. Count is 0-1. Little changeup, it looked like. Yep. Goes over to third base, gets him over, thrown out at first.
Nice play by Becker.
Yeah, I was just going to say, good play by Becker there to round out the 3rd inning as we move on to the 4th. With that, we will be back in just a bit on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
On the windows in the
Yeah.
Welcome back in to our broadcast here on Fox Sports Southern Utah. Having some connection issues tonight for whatever reason. We're not having internet issues, just connection issues as we're trying to reconnect here. But, of course, we're broadcasting on WarriorNation.tv as well. So, see if we can get reconnected here to our Fox Sports stream. But thank you for joining us tonight here on the broadcast as we are getting ready to start things off in the top of the fourth inning here.
Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have Lyon go this inning and then maybe just shut him down so they don't,
Yeah, you don't want to burn him out too much.
No, not this early in the season.
I don't know what his pitch count is. I don't have the stats for that. I don't know if you've been keeping track or not. I haven't, but...
I've tried, but I'll be honest with you, I'm keeping the book. And I forgot how intensive if you're keeping balls and strikes, too. You gotta be active.
There's a lot.
I can't dream off and, do stuff that I did halfway through the football and basketball season. So,
hey, I get it. Good pitch right down the middle for a strike. I will say as well, when we were doing basketball broadcasts, I was obviously doing play-by-play, keeping track of fouls and points scored, and that's a lot of work to do. So I fully understand as another strike comes on a swing.
Nash Schroeder, he's the the cleanup hitter for Pineview tonight.
Low and inside for first ball from Lyon.
Nash grounded out to the second baseman Sechrist earlier in the game on the second inning. Boy, he took a real late swing on that one, didn't he?
Yeah. Clipped just the underside of the ball to throw it into the backstop for a foul.
Wouldn't be surprised if he sees that pitch again.
Yeah, count is still 1-2. Yeah, a little bit of a higher fastball wouldn't be a bad idea here from Lyon to try to get him to swing underneath it again.
Yeah, when you see someone that's struggling picking up the ball, that's definitely what I would go back to. There it is.
Right down the middle. Ooh, I thought it was down the middle. Maybe it's a little outside. Ooh, it's been a little outside for the ump's liking.
I like the thought process, though, on the pitch. He's working the corners, making things challenging.
Good, strong swing, but it goes foul past the third base.
And then we just say, he looks like he's behind it, and then he pulls a fastball, rips it right down the third baseline.
Well, and it's possible that it's just course correction, trying to realize, hey, I was off a little bit. Maybe I need to try to get there earlier. Rips one to center.
That's trouble.
Mendenhall gets there on the warning track. Good catch there by Logan Mendenhall.
Caught it with one step as he's running into the fence. You see a little white sticking out of the mid. He's no-coned that one. But I thought that was going to drop. That was a beautiful drive.
I thought that might have dropped too, but Mendenhall got there. Now remember, again, in our football broadcast, Mendenhall's safety, so he knows what it's like to just sit back, watch the play unravel, and get where he needs to get quickly. And he did just that here on the baseball field out there in center.
You definitely could see those same skill set paying off for him because that's how he was in football.
Oh, yeah.
He was all over the place.
Again, I had said he's one of the best safeties I think we had last year in Region 10. So,
is he playing safety at Dixie?
I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah. From what I understand. As I mentioned, yeah, he was one of the better safeties we had this year. Pitch comes high and outside. Picks up ball number 2. Count 2-2 now for Shakespeare.
Ooh, just missed.
Just missed for a full count now. Lyon rubs his face in a little bit of frustration.
Little
Just like, oh,
He's
right
had a couple
there.
of those tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah. Good, strong pitch right down the middle. It's going to hit,
Trouble.
drop in right down the left field line. Kelly runs after it. Rounds to go toward third and steps back towards the bag as Shakespeare. Good, solid double. That's one. I don't know if we've seen a double yet tonight. That might be our first. Have we seen a double yet?
We had that one off the fence.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. We did
so
have the
that's
double off the fence. So that's our second double of the night.
Great inside-out swing, as by Shakespeare. Shakespeare as he drove it down the left field line, and I think the left fielder's playing in a little bit too close. I would back him up a little bit.
Yeah. At bat now is Kyson Milne for the Panthers.
Milne got a single his first time up.
Strong swing. Ball rolls out of the glove and under the umpire's legs for another strike. So 0-2 is the count.
Milne's playing second base tonight for the Panthers. If you're Pineview, you just need one run to kind of break the trend, of dominance the Lions started here with tonight.
Now Lyon calls up Smith to have a little bit of a chat with the catcher. So, Hayden Smith and Isaac Lyon just chatting a little bit before goes for his next pitch here. 1 out, runner on second. We're hitting that point in the night, too, where the air's really starting to cool. Ooh, late called strike.
Oh, that looked up, too.
You could tell the ump was like, that was a little high, but was it too high? I don't know.
About it for too
He's
long.
like, nah, we'll give him the strike. He
didn't want Lyon to, scowl at him again.
Ian Becker hits the batter's box here.
Well, that gives Lyon 4 strikeouts on the night.
He's doing really well. Steps back out again. It's a little bit of miscommunication, seems like, with his catcher on what pitch they want to throw. Yep, more miscommunication as Isaac and Hayden have a little bit more of a conversation again here. Isaac saying, I don't want to throw that. I don't want to throw that. This is what I want to throw. Now we got the head nod. He's saying, yep, that's what I want to throw.
He's good to go.
We're ready now. Good, strong fastball. Ooh, little outside. Just outside.
He got Becker back in the second inning on a strikeout, so
another strong one. That call comes as a strike.
He'd like to set Becker down right here for the third out for a second time so he can close this inning out.
Count 1-1. Ooh, swinging at that one is Becker.
Throw down the second.
Throw down.
Oh, got him off the helmet.
Yeah.
He might have had a shot at him, too.
I think he had it there, but the head got in the way of the glove, and, and it bounced off of Shakespeare's helmet.
I'll tell you, the throw was right at the
That was
bag.
a beautiful throw by Hayden Smith.
And it looked like, the shortstop had snuck in there, Jake Johnson. But if, he hadn't dove back in there, he would have been out.
Yeah. So again, 2 outs, 1-2 is the count.
Oh.
It comes, it's a strike.
That's
got him looking.
Second delayed called third strike for the third out.
Throw another K in the stat sheet, and with that, we'll head to a break. We'll be back with you in just a bit on Fox Sports Southern Utah. Welcome back into our broadcast here from Snow Canyon High School. Good baseball game we got ourselves into here as we're heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. The Warriors heading up to bat. So far it has been all Warriors. We've got 1 run in the first, 3 in the second, and 3 in the third. So sitting at a solid 7-0 for the Warriors.
Yeah. And, sorry.
I was just going to say Isaac Lyon going to be up to bat here in just a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say the pitcher, Isaac Lyon, he's going to lead off. And as you know, the last time he was up, he hit, I think he might have got a car out of the parking lot.
He didn't just hit a ball, he hit a car as well. Yeah.
So they might have just made an announcement, say, hey, if you're in that front row, you may want to move your car.
No, I know it. I purposefully actually parked over here kind of more in front of the gym and then in front of the outfield fence here because I knew there was a strong possibility that someone was going to be able to do that. So,
well, and I pulled in, Caden, and I was like, okay, I could park between left center, and I'm like, if they really got a hold of one, I could still end up getting it.
So you know what? I got a brand new car that I just got just about a month and a half ago. I don't want that thing getting hit by a baseball just yet, you know?
Yeah. Keep it nice as long as you can.
Speaking of which, by the way, speaking of cars, let's talk about Red Rock Auto Sales for a second, one of our great sponsors. Speaking of, I got my car at Red Rock Auto Sales.
Yeah.
So heading over there, talk to Josh. Best truck selection of used trucks in southern Utah over on South Bluff. So go talk to them. They'll hook you up over there at Red Rock Auto Sales.
Nice.
Good.
First pitch, curveball by Roundy. He's like, I'm not going to hang a fastball. I saw what that happened last time. So a great way to start off the at-bat with a nasty breaking ball.
Ooh, good strong strike, or not strike, excuse me, fastball just inside for a ball. But he kind of threw that head back and got a little extra oomph in it on that one.
I love how Roundy's mechanics. He throws a curveball and a fastball from the same position.
Yeah.
Arm position. So it doesn't, give the batter a clue as to what's coming. And
right.
As hard as he throws, if he's busting you inside, you got to be on your toes.
Now this one is Brandon Roundy. Brock, his brother. Another strong hit by Lyon up center.
That's
off the top of the
wall.
Fence. Again, that was one that could have been a homer. Because he slides into second for a double.
Boy, what a stroke. That was on a 0-2 curveball. Oh, I guess it was. Yeah, I thought he was behind in the count, but he hung a curveball over the middle of the plate, and he did not miss.
Man, I'm serious. That was 2 feet away from a home run there for a second home run. Wow,
beautiful shot. He's had a night.
He has, and he's a player that on our show from the bleachers on Fox Sports Southern Utah, Mark and I were talking about him, saying he's got strong possibility to be an MVP candidate this year. And he's proving it today.
Yeah.
He's fully proving why. He's a solid pitcher. He's great at bat. He's got everything.
Well, and I'm not here to put the cart before the horse. As there's a grounder through the hole between third and shortstop.
Now runner from second advances to third.
But as every high schooler knows, the MLB draft comes up in June every year.
Right.
And there's enough talent down here where there are scouts that are down here watching our high schoolers play.
We've had scouts from a few different programs out here. I know for a fact we've had, I want to say the Angels out here. But I know that we've had a few other teams as well that have sent some scouts out here to Southern Utah to check out some players. So I don't know if we have any out here tonight or not, but I do know we have some tournaments coming up this weekend, so I wouldn't be surprised if we had some coming out to the tournaments this weekend.
Well, having a son that played junior college ball in this area as well, I know that they're always floating around. They're always looking for talent.
Yeah.
And once you get your name mentioned, and having a father that played in the major leagues,
that definitely helps.
Will help you get noticed quickly.
Low pitch there by Roundy to Harrison. Now, Gates came in for Lyon, by the way, to pinch run here. So he's sitting over there on third as Lindsay's on first from that solid single. So Sam Lindsay on first.
A little surprised that they're not trying to get the first guy on first base down to second. Just try to get him. They almost picked him off.
Almost got him.
saying that.
And with no outs, you might take that.
Yeah, because what you
gamble,
want to try
know?
to do is take away the double play and get you out of the inning and try
Well,
to
it takes
force
away.
that.
Not only does it take away the double play, but it gives your guy over there at third a chance to maybe head for home if they decide to try to do the throw down at second.
Yeah. Or you never know, they may bobble it, could, get away from them or go into the outfield and you score an easy run. So.
Yeah. Counts 3-0 though, so at this point I think they're just saying, hey, let's see if we can get a walk and bases loaded here at this point. With Harrison.
Harrison's
and he gets a little
base on balls. Loaded up now.
Took a slow pitch right across the plate. So with that, Jake Johnson, who at this point has had pretty hot bat, he's going to have bases loaded.
Well, you'd almost say he'd have to be the offensive player of the game so far. He's got 2 singles on the night, some RBIs. He's had a good night.
Yeah, between him and Lyon, both of them are strong hitters. By the way, for our listeners on radio, we have a little bit of a conference going on the mound between the infielders and the coach. So, again, Pineview struggling today for the undefeated Panthers. They're definitely feeling the pressure right now.
Well, they've kind of exceeded expectations. I mean, earlier in the year, they were picked, I think, 5th in the region.
Right, 5th of the 7 teams, and they have looked nothing but strong here up until tonight's game.
Yeah, and, it's baseball. It's bound to happen. You have a bad game or whatever, but they're up to number 3 in 4A in the state. So
good fastball. That connection goes outside of play, so
Johnson had a good rip at it, though.
He did. He had a good swing there. High pitch for ball 1.
Usually that's a setup pitch. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to drop that curveball in now.
Yeah. So 1-1 count. Still no outs. Bases loaded. There's that curve you're talking about, too. Goes to short, bobbles it. Run scores. No outs come as that was Milne who bobbled the hit a little bit. And it was a pretty strong hit, so I don't blame him for bobbling a little bit there. But
yeah, but that's one you at least got to get 1 out. If anything, you get the out at second, and you're not going to get the guy at first. But
yeah,
and those are the kind of things, too. All they got to do is, because they got a 10-run rule, if they get 2 more runs here, they'll get 1 more at bat, and then the game will be over.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we might be heading home a little early here as catcher Hayden Smith heads up to bat. Strong hit right through the hole.
That'll score 2.
2 runs going to score. Slides in. Runners advance to second and third on the bases loaded. So Smith at second, Johnson at third as Lindsay and Harrison get their way home. And 10 runs right now. It's 10-0.
Yeah, just a great job of hitting. That was a little inside-out swing, and they had the infield drawn in to try to knock the ball down, but he just lasered it through the infield and scored 2. So we're at 11 hits so far on the night for the Warriors.
Number 31.
And with no outs, that error could be really costly. This could be an inning that could get away from him.
Yeah.
Brings up Drake Kelly, who on the night, he's put the bat on the ball a couple times. He's grounded out to third and flown out to center. Takes a swing and a miss for strike 1 on a high fastball.
Good, strong pitch. Just hits the bottom part of the strike zone. Caught him looking.
Well, right now he's just got to focus, choke up on that bat, and just try to punch that ball into play here.
Ooh, high and inside. Got him doing the Matrix out there.
That's one movie that's just stuck around forever. I think maybe because it's been redone and redone and redone.
It's iconic at this point. Anytime anyone bends over backwards, that's what it is.
Man. When that first came out, I didn't know quite what to think of it.
It was a weird movie.
Yeah.
I will say it was a weird movie.
Oh, just
outside. Low and outside for another ball, so evens it up at 2 in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Speaking of movies, I know we've got a movie thing going on
We do, yeah.
at work, right? With through the website and whatnot.
Yeah, so at foxsportssu.com, we are currently, that one hits the dirt for third ball to put us into a full count. But yeah, at foxsportssu.com, we are playing what we're calling Sports Movie Mayhem. Of course, we have college basketball bracket going on, so we decided let's do a bracket of ourselves, or for ourselves, but at this time it's all sports movies. We're trying to figure out what the best sports movie is. So right now we're into round 1. Round 1 ends today. After today, whatever the listeners have voted for, we'll move on to round 2.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. And for those of you at home that want to go on and have a little fun, that's foxsportssu.com and register your favorite movie.
Yeah. Strong hit right to the shortstop. Goes over to first, gets the first out of the inning.
Nice play that time by Milne. Wasn't going to bobble that one. Looked the runner back, made sure he wasn't going to go home and score, and threw a solid throw over to first for the first out in the inning.
So 1 out now for the Panthers, but they have allowed 3 runs in this inning, so it's been a tough one. It's been a bit of a tough one as Logan Mendenhall, center fielder for the Warriors, hits the plate.
Well, Logan on the night, he has singled and flown out to the left fielder. 1 for 2 on the night. Made a nice, beautiful catch out in center field in the last inning. Had a little snow cone action to it.
Yeah. 2 pitches, both low, 1 a ball, 1 a little higher at a strike.
It's like Pineview's got a lefty warming up in the bullpen if this gets out of hand here.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Solid right through short and third.
Boy,
Runner advances to home. That's Jake Johnson. And Hayden Smith heads over to third. Good single by Mendenhall. And another RBI.
Yeah.
Add to the list for the Warriors.
Just a good enough job. He got off the end of the bat. It didn't sound like a real solid contact, but he was strong enough to push that through the hole. Infield was drawn in, and
it just hit the perfect spot too.
Yeah.
I mean, third and short had enough time to react to it. It was kind of a little bit of a slow roller, but it was perfectly placed. They check Logan over there at first, but yeah, just perfectly placed to roll right into right field, or left field, excuse me.
Well, now it brings back up the top of the order of Anderson. And Anderson on the night, he's 2 for 3 with, 1 for 2 with a walk and a single.
That one goes across the backstop for a foul.
You know, this is the 9th batter of the inning for the Warriors, so they've almost batted around.
Yeah. Again, checking Mendenhall over at first.
Well, they know he's got good speeds if he
does, yeah.
gets going.
So Brandon Roundy back on the bump. Low for another ball. Again, the score now 11-0 for the Warriors.
11 runs on 12 hits.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, they've had a couple of doubles, a home run, so they've got some extra base hits, but they've really put
I've got it on 13 here on this stat sheet, but
do they have an error down? Maybe
they don't have an error down, so it's possible one of those was an error. So,
okay.
For Pineview though, Pineview's had 4 hits, 2 errors. It's a problem with those errors. Sometimes they're up to discretion, you know?
Yeah.
A little
Depends
bit.
on who's keeping score.
Yeah. The walk comes for Anderson, so Mendenhall finds his way over to second. Bases loaded again. Rough pitching night here for the Panthers.
Yeah, it looks like Coach is coming out too. I think
the bullpen's over there ready to go, waiting for the signal too, so we'll see what this conference brings on the mound. See if we're going to be heading to a break here to warm up a pitcher or not, but Heading to the batter's box coming up is going to be Crew SCHS. So, yeah, we are back through the lineup again. This inning alone, 4 runs batted in. So,
looks like they're going to make a change here. There's players running off and on, and
yeah, let's see who's hitting the. Oh, that's Nash Schroeder hitting the dugout. So.
They're bringing in the lefty who was warming up. So we can take a break here for a minute while they get ready, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Welcome back in here as Panthers do make a pitching change here. Over there on the...
Is that number 27? Is that who that is? Caden,
trying to figure out what that number is. It is definitely a 2 up there, so we'll see what this change is for sure. We do got a lefty, I can at least say that much.
Now pitching, number 27.
That's Connor Durham. Durham has no official record so far on the year. He's at 0-0. So it'll be interesting to see. He doesn't look like he has an overpowering fastball, but
not so much.
My guess is he probably has an off-speed pitch and a curveball to kind of keep the batters off pace up there in the box. And having played last night, it sounds like they used a couple pitchers last night, and then you're on pitcher number 3 here tonight. You start getting down in that bullpen, and you start realizing how good your pitchers are.
Yeah,
real quick.
For sure. So as of right now, all I have is a batting stat, which is he had a single RBI back on March 17th. So against Murray. Outside of that, all I know is he's 6'2", and he's a senior.
Senior this year?
Yeah, Connor Durham, 6'2" senior.
All right. Well, he's in a tough spot here, folks. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Connor SCHS up to bat. Our Crew SCHS, sorry. Oh, my.
And he pops this one up high into left center. Drops off the glove.
Boy, that was a tough play.
And it was a high hit and brings in 2 runs.
That was Shakespeare. He called off the center fielder. Looked like he was going to track it down in that deep corner there, but the ball kept drifting and drifting, and it almost hit the fence.
Yeah. Well, when we got here to set up tonight, we had a little bit of a breeze, but the breeze has died down with the sun, and now the air's just letting it lift.
Yeah. The ball is really carrying tonight. So I'm assuming that's an error on that one, Ken, because that was a tough play, but still.
I would probably call that one an error, personally.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
As it drops that way. So ball in the dirt for first pitch here to Isaac Lyon. Now, Lyon, so far, the last 2 at-bats, both of them home run worthy. One of them actually a home run, the other one off the top of the center field fence.
They need to be careful with him because he's swinging a hot bat right now. Or better yet, you might want to go move your car.
I'll be right back. 13-0 here for the Warriors. So Lyon with a 1-0 count. Durham back on the mound. Runners on first and second.
Anderson getting a real healthy jump off of second base there.
Yeah. Durham steps off the back of the mound and resets. Anderson's ready to play. Inside for a ball 2.
Yeah, Anderson's one of those guys on base. You can tell he's like a mosquito in the summertime. He's out there bugging.
Annoying a little bit.
Just buzzing around you.
For Snow Canyon in a good way, but if you're Pineview, yeah, he's that mosquito.
It's just annoying.
I like it. High fly ball. Second base and right field trying to get under it. Can't do it. Drops in. And that's going to load up the bases.
That's a tough play. You got the second baseman sprinting out, trying to catch the ball over his head. The right fielder called him off at the last minute.
And that is one that right field, I think, needs to go for.
Yeah.
I think if you're the second baseman and it's going that far into the grass, just call yourself off of it if you can, you know?
Yeah, he's got to do a better job of just taking control earlier. But he had such a long run because they're playing deep, the way linesmen hitting the ball.
Yeah, they have to.
Boy, it's just a tough play. Those are some of the hardest plays to make as a second baseman and a right fielder.
Yeah, for sure. So at bat now, Lindsay, that one's in the dirt. It hits the catcher in the chest plate and saves it from going to the backstop.
Do I give that a hit too?
I'm giving that one a hit.
Okay.
I think that one's a hit over an error, if you ask me.
I just wanted to make sure.
Although on the stat sheet here, they've given 4 errors now to Pineview. So you tell me. I don't know.
Yep.
Low for another ball. Brings in 2-0 count. Now, I will say, this is the first time I've watched a live in-person baseball game in a very long time. I love baseball, but, man, it's been a while since I've been able to get to one. But I'll watch them on TV every so often.
Well, this spring you're going to get your share.
Hey,
so.
we're getting our share now.
Yeah.
Again, we're still young here at Fox Sports Southern Utah, so this is our first baseball season. We get to come out and broadcast some games. I will say, though, I did watch a lot of Snow Canyon last season at the state tournament up at Salt Lake Community College, where they played some pretty good baseball. So some of these names definitely familiar from last year's tournament up there.
Well, they have such a rich tradition, in their program here. Coach SCHS does a great job. They're always in the upper echelon of the region. I mean,
ball hits the dirt, and that brings in ball 4 as well, so runners advance.
But you can always count on them to always be in a hard out, that's for sure, especially come tournament time.
Yeah. Some Phil Collins, huh?
Wow. It's that kind of night. 14-0, 14-0. Got a football score.
You're
going
pulling
on.
out the B-sides here on us now at this point. B-sides of walk-up music. Not a B-side of a song. It's a great song, but for the walk-up music, maybe.
He keeps playing that, we'll all be asleep.
Yeah, I like it. It's fine. It's kind of fun. So 14-0 here. Still only 1 out on the board. This has been a long bottom of the 4th.
I was telling my wife when we were at the Dixie State game last weekend, I'm like, just listening to the different walk-ups and stuff, and I kept thinking, okay, what would be my walk-up if I did it?
Yeah.
And then I thought, there's a drive to deep center field. It's on a line out the fence, and he makes
Did he make the catch?
Yes, outstanding
Dylan Becker,
catch.
wow. Runner tags up. 2 runners tag up. Lyon books it for third.
Boy,
it's there. And
Becker might be hurt out there, too. I always give him the thumbs up that he's okay.
He
but
hit the wall pretty hard.
That was a nice drive there to deep center field, and Becker hit the fence as he caught the ball. Held on, made a nice strike. Almost got the guy out at third, tagging up. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it brings up Jake Johnson, and he's been on base all 3 times.
He's
tonight.
been doing fantastic. Runners on first and third. Good, strong pitch right down the middle. Just catches the, probably catches the outside there a little bit as watches that one go by. Low pitch. Now, I will say Durham has had an issue of getting the ball in the dirt a few different times now.
Well, those lefties, you call them crafty lefties. They can get a little spin so the ball bounces different ways. The catcher, if you're not used to that, it can be a challenge.
Yeah, it can be tough. Foul ball off towards the Pineview dugout on the third base line from Johnson. So 8 runs alone in this inning, by the way, Keith.
Yeah, it's been one of those that the Panthers, I think, would like to forget about.
They can hold on to last night. They got the win last night.
Yeah,
that's all they needed.
They did. But see, that's the beauty of baseball. I mean, it was a 2-1 ball game last night. and then you turn around and you got 15 runs scored in this game. Oh, nice pitch.
Good
Breaking ball.
Solid breaking ball there to round out the inning finally. So that brings up the third out, and we're going to head on into the fifth. We get 3 outs here.
Well, Snow Canyon brought 13 batters to the plate that inning, but then brought in 8 runs. So we'll be back at the top of the fifth right after this.
Welcome back into Fox Sports Southern Utah. We hit the top of the fifth here from Snow Canyon High School. Warriors had an amazing bottom of the fourth. 8 runs scored. Score now is 15-0 for the Warriors. Now, if they can hold the Panthers to 5, then we'll still be within those 10 runs.
Yeah, we might get home a little early.
We might.
We got the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for the Panthers here. Dylan Becker will lead it off for him.
Good, strong pitch. It's going to bounce right to the third baseman. Gets there just in time. Over to Harrison, so.
Nicely done that time. So it was a slow roller. It kind of took a high hop. Kelly.
That's Talon Kelly, by the way, who's in at third base now.
Yeah, did a nice job, made a nice strong throw, and a great stretch at first there to get the out.
So, yeah, Ryder Harrison over on first from Talon Kelly at third.
Crosby.
Strong pitch just outside from Lyon. Lyon, I will say, though, he is in the 5th inning. Pitched the whole game so far and looks great.
He's still got great velocity on that fastball. He's got an 0-2 count here, or 1-1 count. I thought that first pitch was a strike, but
just outside. He was just outside.
Crosby, first time up, grounded out to Seacrest at second.
Good pitch, got him swinging there for strike number 2 to Crosby.
Well, Pineview might be saying, you know what, let's just get out of this and load the bus up and head home. Regroup, lick our wounds, and come back and play tomorrow.
Yeah, I get it.
I think they got a tournament this weekend. All the schools down here, don't they?
Yep. That's kind of where we're at.
Then we got region play that kicks out. Is it next week? Is it this full start of it? Is that right?
Yes, I think we're going to full swing into region. I know just obviously with tournament play, these region games from the last 2 days kind of got moved to a weird position. But we are technically within region play now. But again, this tournament this weekend kind of threw things off just a little bit. But yeah, we are technically in region play now. Another solid pitch, got him swinging and snagged one foul.
I was just looking at see if there's any updates on the scores from some of the other games, but it hasn't been updated as of yet. Some from the northern region have, but nothing from down south here.
Got an update from Desert Hills and Hurricane. Right now, Desert Hills down 8-6 going into the bottom of the third.
Oh, wow. Well, that was another strikeout there for Lyon. He's up to 6 on the night, bringing up Luke Iverson, top of the order. Did you say 8-6 for Hurricane?
Yeah, 8-6 Hurricane leading right now in the third. Fouls that one off.
How did that go last? Did they play last night too?
They did. Desert Hills just walked away with that one.
Did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was 17 to a score. I don't know, 17 to not a lot. That's all I remember. Another one fouls off just over the Pineview dugout.
Oh,
So
yeah. 17 to 1 yesterday.
0-2, 2 outs. Another strike here would round
Close
it
the
off.
door on it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. In the dirt, ball one. Now, if you haven't taken a step outside yet, clear weather, 64 degrees under the lights here. It's actually really good baseball weather.
It really is.
This is perfect.
You know, a month from now, when it hits first part of May, it's going to be
gonna be
probably
warm
in the
still.
80s. Yeah, so it's like, enjoy this while you can.
Yeah, enjoy these cool nights. Got him swinging, strike 3.
Boy, what a way to end the ball game.
Yeah.
Lion ended with 7 Ks. Only, 4 hits?
Something like that. It was 4 hits, yeah. So not too bad.
And then he not only did that, but probably scored or had 6 RBIs on the night.
Yeah.
What a great game for him tonight.
Yeah, so that rounds it off. 15-0 here at the end of the game. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with our Bose Auto Parts postgame show on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Did you play JV? Right in the camera. There's guys that guess. Yeah, no, we'll be swimming our pants at 3 hours and 30 minutes. Not all of us, just the infielders. Burning, scolding, Joan. We can't do it tomorrow. Yes. I know. Those teams are so unfair. They weren't. You're a freaking outfielder.
Welcome back in here to a broadcast from Snow Canyon High School. 15-0, Warriors get the win over the Panthers. So thanks for joining us for our Bose Auto Parts postgame show. You can find Bose Auto Parts all across Southern Utah, locations throughout St. George and Cedar up to Beaver. They go all throughout the small towns too. They're definitely great. So if you're in need of any auto parts, definitely stop by Bose. Make them your first stop. So Snow Canyon. It was all Snow Canyon.
It was all
tonight.
Snow Canyon.
I mean, there was a few good hits out there by Pineview. One big defensive play as well by Pineview that was able to get a solid out there. But at the end of the day, it was the hot bats of Lyon, Jake Johnson, a few others as well that just looked great. But those two specifically, I would say if I have to give an Appliance Wholesalers Plus player of the game to anyone right now, I mean, Lyon did have that 3-run homer,
Yeah.
and a couple other solid hits as well. So I would probably lean that way if you're asking me, and his pitching as well. I mean, the pitching, especially just barely to round out the game, got a strikeout to finish the game. So that's where I'm going.
Great call. He had an outstanding game tonight. He was locked and loaded from the start. I mean, 7 Ks in 5 innings. I mean, he just was dominant. He did give up a couple hits here and there, but nothing major, and had great defense behind him. So all in all, it was a great win for the Warriors. And for Pineview, you just got to wash your hands and say, you know what, it is what it is. If you go back on and win the next 10 games and lose your next, and be 20-2, it's not going to matter.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
right.
Just
I mean, it's
baseball.
one loss. Again, this is exactly what was going on last night with Snow Canyon. It was just, hey, you know what? It's a loss. It's one loss. We lost by 1 run. It's fine.
Yep.
You go into this game with a full head of steam and say, hey, we know we're better than this, so let's go play better at our home field. So, and they did. The Warriors rounded this one off with a very good win, 15-0.
Well, and here's the other way you look at it is, hey, you just split with the #1 ranked team in your 4A region.
Right.
So if you can split a series with the number 1 team, that should give you some momentum. Now, granted, the second game didn't go the way you wanted it, but
Sure.
you know, they played outstanding last night, had great defense, had great pitching, and they know they've got that in their repertoire, and they'll just utilize it going forward.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're going to look forward to here from both of these teams. I will say is both teams do have some really great pitching. I do know, obviously, yesterday they had both the Roundy brothers out there, and they had one out there tonight, just couldn't quite get it to go. But with that, I mean, thank you for joining us for our broadcast here tonight as we're rounding things off here just after 9 o'clock. So,
Perfect.
yeah, not too bad, huh? So have a good evening, everybody, as we kick you back over to our satellite feed for Fox Sports Southern Utah. Have a good evening.
Have a great night, everyone.